They don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
And he whips out his double cards. He's like,
They stick with Jacobs.
3 cards here.
And the defense gets there to force a
Pick a
small
card.
ball.
It's a Chris Cooley.
This coordinator tries to
Washington
show
Redskins
some trust and belief in his offense.
He's
A
like,
run
okay,
after a negative run,
that's the
you
team you're
lose
going
a
to
lot of
play.
equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a
Looking at the
third one
draft,
after
like,
back negative losses.
that. They're definitely not in the top part of the draft, which is where we predicted them to go. And then the next day, Washington traded for the second pick in the draft from the Rams. And we got the next day with Terry Schiavo.
Before they finally take him down.
He's like, I didn't know. It was just a look in the draft. So he actually predicted that I was, I don't want to say predicted, it was like before I gave the pick.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red
Washington
zone.
makes a trade. So the funny thing was, if that's not already funny, the funny thing was, agent then says, you don't need to do protocol.
And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown.
Washington just moved up to the second pick. They're taking a quarterback. So it's either going to be, or it's going to be Andrew Luck, whoever
So
goes
that right
wrong.
there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of the game.
And these
But I'm still
opening
gonna do my
drives
pro
are
day.
tone setters. You come out
And the
flat,
reason I'm
maybe go
gonna do
3
my
and
pro day
out.
still
Sometimes there's a
is
carryover
because
effect, Kate. But here, sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Putting Baylor on the map, putting my guys on the map, and giving them an opportunity to shine in front of every team in the NFL that's going to be there evaluating the quarterback.
Carlson to tack
Ken
on the
Ryan was the
extra
first round
point.
pick that year. Right, that's my guy. He was my receiver, my go-to guy.
That
I'm
one
not saying the
splits the
Blue Jays were
uprights.
in the first round.
And they add
I'm just
one
saying
on to their
it
first
didn't hurt.
touchdown
There's some
of
other
the
guys that
contest.
ended up getting NFL opportunities because of that pro day. And I wanted that for them. So I pushed back against my agent and still did the pro day. And draft day comes around. And I'm still in my heart of some hearts believing that I can still go number 1.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. They go play action on first. Oh, hole in the defense there. That one is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts finish off their opening drive. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. They broke out the design one from there. Coach just tells them, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it.
Try AG1.com/nextup. Hey guys, all of you who support this podcast, you guys supporting our sponsors helps me a ton. So please go support AG1 and support Next Up through the process and optimize your health nutrition today. Drink AG1.com/nextup. Check it out.
That's tough. We could do this. It's very simple. if I didn't go to Washington, I wouldn't be where I am today. And now some people say, well, no, yeah, of course, you'd still be playing. It's like, what I'm saying is, like, in order to have a testimony, you got to have a test. And my test was my NFL career. To go from being the face of the franchise and the face of the
Gain
NFL,
out to handle the kickoff.
out of the league in 5 years, and then to get back in and go to Baltimore.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, it's a gift to Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working quickly here. 2nd and 13. He's got it, room to run. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense in the hurry up here.
Upsetness inside of this situation.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And they send it straight ahead with the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them set up that critical play action for later.
Going to run again with Jacobs.
Everybody's on the same page.
On GM
coach, we're seeing it right now with Trey Lance and San Francisco
Calling 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd 2.
That is just a good, solid run. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That's how yards per carry, and you move sticks.
They traded away MVP Keenan Carson because this is our guy.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far.
Because a lot of what you do is based off of just you as a quarterback. You're not just a leader, you're having to rely on a lot of other things. And it's important for that coach
Time
and the
for our
GM
second
and
quarter.
the owner to create an environment that the quarterback can thrive.
Maybe a yard. We'll see what they do. That short gain is enough for him to set it
Baltimore
down.
and his mentor. And the best thing that ever happened in Mark, he got drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. A team with structure, identity, right, play like a Raven.
And secondly, to know exactly what he needed
No
to
one
go
else, they
get that
traded
extra
back
yard.
into the first round to go
Set it
get
down
him
for him
because
from
they
the
believe
46.
as a quarterback. And I think that is you don't want
Love
to trade
looking
it.
to pass. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down Packers.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Put very little, much weight at all.
Ball at the 33 for first
The
down.
foot, the ankle, the knee, but now he's going to need some.
Handoff running right, Jacobs. The ball is out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burned into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, his coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. You know, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 29. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate, one thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Love.
It's one of those moments where
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Taylor again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. Oh, they're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Take off.
Jacobs running behind center. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I mean, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Check.
They give it to him again. Jacobs with it 1st and then some. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Another carry for him. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Throwing now off play action. Completes this one to Kraft. A nice pitch to the 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd goal from the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Going ground game again here. And he's across. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points in the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
This is a nice game.
Sit down. Sit down. You did your
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 from a yard shot at midfield. Here's Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A gain of 27 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
It's today taking on Washington. Jay Gruden trying to play the team on Robert Griffin III, who's just 1-7 in his last 8 starts. And guess what? He struggled again. Robert Griffin here.
That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
To the defender's arms. That would lead to a Patrick Murray 32-yard field goal. The Buccaneers left.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break. We're happy to welcome y'all back to the start of our third quarter.
This time, intercept.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Washington possession.
And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll send him over right. They'll run here on first down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
That one is caught left side of the field. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Colts. Richardson now. Taylor makes the catch. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action on first down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They go play action here. And the Packers are there. He's home down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Third and long for him here. Fires down comes. And he'll go down here at the 16. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Straight ahead with Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Richardson. Forced out to his right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
We'll try and pick this up on the ground. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. There's a pause now. Somebody hurt on that play, and this is one to keep an eye on. It's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. 4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All right.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Love. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end just
he
about
tried
any
to.
situation. They take away the deeper options. You know, there's their consistent source of positive.
Oh, no,
Let's go.
another one.
This clown.
And the fumble recovery is made.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19. Hey, check that.
On the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go again with Taylor. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Colts' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. A A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He connects downfield on 4. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down.
Here got Josh down looking like damn Reggie Wayne.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead,
That motherfucker let chips.
himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to the well again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
So an option headed left on this 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's on the move. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Option design here. And he's brought down at the line. Pickup of 0 on the play, and that leaves them with 4th and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they don't get a desperately needed 1st down. They're going to still trail after they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Running right, here's Jacobs. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it if you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
I can
So
do
we're down
this.
to
I
the
can
2-minute warning
do the
here
heel
from
turn. I
Green
can
Bay.
be a singles guy.
Packers
But
holding
if
a
they give you
4-point
that
lead.
opportunity you ask for, man, you better deliver. Because I do not favorably upon anybody that would ask for something and not deliver. Like, to a degree that they say they can. That's the thing I pride myself on. So, I feel like it was
They'll
on
come
me.
to the line here,
The onus was
2nd
on
and
me at
9.
that point to prove all fans, especially guys like you, that you just said,
Love
right,
now.
this most solid. I'm telling you.
He keeps those
Everybody
feet
says
in
they
and
know it,
makes the
but it's
catch.
on me to deliver it when the time comes.
I know
So
it can sound like a
I felt
broken record when they
heavy
talk about
responsibility to
timing,
do that,
getting
and
the
I
ball
hope I
out
am
on
doing
time
that now, and I want to
rhythm.
continue
These
to
outcuts are just
going
so
forward
imperative. And the
because
best of them,
I don't want to
they're
be
gonna
the
go
guy
so
at the end of the day who everyone says, "Oh, he was so much better that they gave him credit for and that they used him for. I want to be
excellent opportunity and a stop
used to
here
the
on third
degree
down.
that they,
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. New series coming up following the punt. And the Colts are going to be in great shape as they take over. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now to throw. On target to his man Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
But it's like, let's just down man for 4 minutes. And I did that like with Big E too for a while, like 5-minute matches and stuff. There's like a clever little part to it, and it's fun, and you're like painting a little bit, you know.
Get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's a lifesaver for me. That's made by Mitchell.
And check the virtual locations, place where maybe those pay-per-views cost
They gain 14
a little
on
bit
the
less,
play.
more
And it'll be first
a
down,
lot less
Colts.
UFC pay-per-views than
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a
right
short
around
little
the same,
pass
so
into some yards
use
after
Nord
catch,
the next time
and that
you
quarterback
want
will
to watch
find you again.
There's also an element keeps in mind when I'm accessing the web.
Throwing now. Brought in close to the 8. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Looking to throw it. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take the lead right at the end. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
I hope so.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
How did you team with him for all those years?
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field.
Congratulations are in order for
The
the
drive will start
Chris
off with a
Jericho,
first
the
and 10.
brand new United States.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield.
Yes, sir.
Kills comeback. It's intercepted.
Whoa. Good
It's
job,
Julian
Blackman.
And the Colts make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more. And they know
Do have timeouts. You that go with the clock right now?
7 to go.
I'm not stopped.
Let's go now.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game.
So,
why not feed into something that was already happening, which was me and Eddie, or something of that nature, or even if it was a tag match where it was like me and somebody else, and Eddie and somebody was feuding with my partner.
And if we look back in hindsight, Joey Ryan does make way more sense. He does a lot of intergender matches.
100%. Yeah. And but even on physical stature, I'm not knocking Joey. We were laughing the other day because he was like, I was doing my food prep, and he was like, my food prep's like Uncrustables. Like, Uncrustables are delicious. Yeah, they are. I can't deny that.
But you can't eat them all the time.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Maybe you can.
So where did it go from there? You basically said, I don't want to do this. The announcement hadn't been taken down.
Well, nobody said anything to me. I guess eventually it was taken down or changed or whatever. And Joey was very specific to actually reach out to me also. He was just like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, because he responded to me and said, I'll work the match. And he was like, I just want to let you know that's not like, there's no animosity. I was like, why would there be? And so he actually made it a point then to have me on the next bar wrestling show, but I ended up turning that down just because after the release and everything, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from wrestling for like a good solid month or so. So I appreciated that. At the same time, I was just like, let me just hang back for a second. But I went to TV a couple weeks later, and nobody said anything to me. There was no, hey, what was that about? Or wasn't really happy with the way that was done, or nothing.
At that point, you hadn't been fired yet?
No. We did that last set of tapings where I disappeared on TV and you never saw me again, which is unfortunate because we actually filmed such an awesome thing that'll never see the light of day. So last thing, I don't know if you saw the last episode I was on, last thing you saw was I got whacked and I was pretty much just out the door and that was all you saw. That was cut off from a larger piece. From there, when we went out the door, I slammed the door back on him, grabbed Kenny, come out, he attacks me, I low blow him, pop him with the cane a couple times, he's in front of the car, I get in the car and try to run him over and he gets out of the way, and I basically just pull away and we lead into the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
But I got fired. So that never, it pretty much just stopped at the point where I went out the door, which was, I guess, was kind of being a cut point. So, it was like an accidental little, perfect little accident. But yeah, so then at that point it was like, even coming out of that, nothing. But that taping is when I did an interview with Pete Williams and Dennis Farrell. I know him, but I don't know how to say it. After the release and everything, I was like, you know what, I'm going to stay with wrestling for like a good solid month or so. So I appreciated that. At the same time, I'm just like, let me just hang back for a second. But I went to TV a couple weeks later, and nobody said anything to me. There was no, hey, what was that about? Or wasn't really happy with the way that was done, or nothing.
And at that point, you hadn't been fired yet?
No. We did that last set of tapings where I disappeared on TV and you never saw me again, which is unfortunate because we actually filmed such an awesome.
Choose the team
thing
you want to
that'll never
start
see
your
the light of day.
franchise
So
with.
last thing, I don't know if you saw the last episode I was on. Last thing you saw was I got whacked and I was pretty much just out the door and that was all you saw. That was cut off from a larger piece. From there, when we went out the door, I slammed the door back on him, grabbed Kenny, come out, he attacks me, I low blow him, pop him with the cane a couple times, he's in front of the car, I get in the car and try to run him over, and he gets
Choose
out
the
of the
team
way,
you
and
want to
basically
start
just
your
pull away,
franchise with.
and we lead into the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah.
But I got fired. So that never, it pretty much just stopped at the point where I went out the door, which I guess was kind of a big cut point. Dave.
This around here, that's the Hollywood sign right there. There we go. This is a pretty good view, Eli. Yeah.
Downtown's off in the distance.
Once you said that you sound like The Rock, now I can't just have a voice that sounds similar. What am I supposed to do about it? It's seriously uncanny.
Yeah. doing word for word Eli Drake on Instagram. All right, so if you don't subscribe as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, the audio version of this, so it'll basically just be me talking to the rock for 50-something minutes.
I see everybody.
If you're just listening, that's what it'll sound like.
WrestleMedia.com/Eli Drake is some one of these. You can't beat that. Come on, baby.
The power of positivity. Big A.
Usually when I do stuff, it's let me try something, and if I don't get yelled at, I keep doing it.
Big E's entrance is absolutely incredible. He just rolled down the ramp.
People have asked, why didn't you guys have pancakes? We had a lumberjack tag match, but there's 3 of us. That means that one of us is not in the match. So I went with my lumberjack cosplay.
On the noon, I have an opportunity here in this lumberjack match with the SmackDown roster surrounding the ring.
He goes, I need something else. Lumberjacks. Pancakes? Yeah. So we got pancakes.
Let's have pancakes. Pancakes in a box of burritos. This is egregious.
And the next week, we said that was really fun throwing pancakes around. You want to do it again? And so it evolved into us having pancakes.
When I became WWE champion, they were like, "Oh, well, now you gotta go on. You gotta be more serious. You're the champion now." It's like, I'll put the pancakes in my title, actually.
It's the WWE champion. Holy Kingston is here.
I think Big E's influence and presentation on the New Day was the most important. He was intimidating, but he's out there doing snow angels in the middle of the ring. He's out there hitting the splits. You know, you just want to look at him.
We're going to find out next. No, look out.
I honestly don't know what the genesis of the coat throwing was, much beyond the fact that I said disparaging things about the New Day semi-regularly, and Big E and the guys decided to take it upon themselves to get a little bit of vengeance in their own sort of way.
This is embarrassing. I'm humiliated.
They just made sure it happened on national television.
Winner it's hard to fight SmackDown.
Big E threw his jacket at Corey Graves when we do our entrances because it was funny to him. We were hitting with pancakes before. And he wanted to up the ante. So the logical progression would be, let me throw this bulky, heavy-ass jacket. I think I threw my jacket at him, and no one really said anything. It's like, oh, this makes me laugh. I'm going to keep doing it.
Sexless. He weighs about 14 pounds. I'm going to call HR. This guy is constantly assaulting me at ringside.
It's hitting Graves very hard.
I'm not even mad. You're going to lose anyway. Oh, wait a minute. He thinks you're going to fail. For the past several weeks, I'd say he removed a lot of doubts. Coach trainer. Look out, heads up. Every week.
There's not much rhyme or reason except it was funny to me, and I just kept going.
Yeah, that's not your headset on your head. How was like there?
That's what person who I wanted to be better than Tim Tebow made everybody better. Because he competed. Right. That energy that he had, that screaming, that roaring, and that there's something that I could connect with. And he connected with everybody else, even the stadium. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member right here.
match at WrestleMania 35. Becky goes to pin you. It looks like you kick out at 1. And the ref counts 1, 2, 3.
I didn't think my shoulders were flat on the ground. So I was trying to scoot to get my shoulders flat. Because it's so fucking loud, I can't hear anything. But that's the difference between a match that got thrown together the night before and the debut match, which is a match that had been put together over weeks with tons of support and practice and opinions and everything like that.
The one the year before.
Exactly. And that was like, why did we put a whole year into promoting and building this match? And then it's just thrown together at the last second. We were still figuring it out when we were at the venue. And that's what a lack of practice and rehearsal does.
People thought this was always just setting up another match later on. This is an exciting victory.
Which I wanted to use that. I wanted to use that as, okay, this is how we lead into the next one. We bring it up on the Tron and I said, this was never, you never got me. This is bullshit. The referees are all in your pocket. We'll put that into the next, the singles between me and Becky that everybody wanted that got taken away.
So it wasn't intentional.
No. I didn't think my shoulders were flush. I was trying to flatten out. But I think that we could have used it, and kept it going. But they never let us.
Yeah, that would have been great. You and Becky feels like it can still happen at some point in time.
Yeah. My hopes have been dashed. I had 18 months to make it happen, and did not.
I never thought I would be so relieved to hear this music. It's a SmackDown with Champion Bailey and the Boss. Such a thanks.
I see two great tag team champions in the ring right now, but I don't see the best tag team on SmackDown. And congratulations on your win last week against Charlotte Flair, Bailey. Thank you. Thanks, Nikki. See, that's what I like to hear. Partner doesn't look very. Now, ladies, I can't. How good I am. Bailey, it's fine. It's just the second you started talking, I stopped listening. Now, ladies, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 champions. Good. Sasha, where's your championship, girl? We put those tag team titles on the map. Wait, if it wasn't for us, those tag team titles wouldn't even be here. So, I'll show you what a great tag team we are. When she beats you one-on-one, right here, right now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The she won. Honestly, I thought you never asked. Let's get a referee out here, shall we? Hard. And I know that if I put my entire heart into this, I know I can do it. I can take that title and
Nikki, it's Sasha today. She likes to call herself Tori. I don't trust people who give themselves nicknames. See. And here we go now. Oh, Mrs. Wildly. Oh, it's Sasha hangs on her. And Bailey gonna save Sasha. Not quite going the way things are. Banks with a slap. Cover on the list, hooks the leg, kick out by Alexa. And maybe Banks is getting frustrated. I don't think Sasha Banks is frustrated in this instance. Forgetting all the history that Sasha Banks has made. Yes, her attitude is a little touch to handle most of the time. Cannot take away the accomplishment of the points. Now we'll send into the corner. Sasha now deep under the skin. Nikki Cross and Bailey doing work. It allows Bailey to get involved illegally. This is excellent, classic, old school tag team work at its finest. And now Bailey, there's a suplex. Bliss looks into the cover. Works the leg, and Bliss in two kicks out. Is there a name for what's wrong with Nikki Cross? Can you imagine if she represents SmackDown as its women's champion? No, I can't imagine that, Cole. I feel like it could be catastrophic. It would be a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. Come on in. Nikki just all over the place. Nikki Cross in front of the commentary with you every night. Tag, Bailey makes the tag. Oh my God. Banks dropped right on the top of her head. Now, jackknife cover by Bailey. Kick out by Cross. And they almost stole the win for her team. Nikki's still going. And going. And going. Yeah. Nikki tornado DDT blocked by Bailey. Backbreaker. Cross for the win. Bailey. On his way. Banks makes up to save the matchup. Just in the nick of time. I think Cross had a champion pin. You very well may have. This one to the barricade. And Nikki Cross saw what happened to Bliss. Bailey now. Beautiful. She's into her own using the barricade. X makes up to save the matchup. Just in the nick of time. I think Cross had a champion pin. You very well may have. This one to the barricade. And Nikki Cross saw what happened to Bliss. Bailey now. Beautiful. She's into her own using the ropes. And Bailey wins.
6.